I told them the truth, Damien. I told them marrying you was the biggest mistake of my life. And honestly, every single one of them agreed.
Good to know where we stand.
She said it at brunch, in front of 6 women who'd toasted at our wedding 3 years ago. By the time it got back to me, she'd already rewritten the whole story and cast herself as the one who'd suffered through it. Some people don't end relationships. They just quietly reclassify them as tragedies and wait for the applause.
You were late. Again. My mother's dinner, Damien. I sat there for 40 minutes explaining to her why my husband couldn't show up.
The Hargrove deposition ran long. I texted you at 6:15.
A text. I get a text. Not a call, not a heads up earlier in the day. A text at 6:15 when dinner was
14 minutes late after a text. Walk me through how that becomes the centerpiece of a public conversation about your life choices.
It's not just that one night.
You said that one night. Let's stay there.
It's what it represents.
And what does it represent?
That I come last, always.
One dinner, 14 minutes. That's your evidence.
It's a pattern.
Then show me the pattern. Specific dates. I'll wait. That's the first tell. The accusation that lives inside a feeling and can't survive a calendar.
That's the first tell. The accusation that lives inside a feeling and can't survive a calendar.
You know what your problem is? You're emotionally unavailable. You have been since the day I met you. You don't know how to be a husband because you don't know how to be a person.
That's a significant diagnosis.
It's not a diagnosis, it's the truth. You're cold. You process everything like a case file. I'm your wife, not a deposition.
You just shifted from a specific night to my entire character. I'm noting the distance.
Because the specific night is just a symptom
Of what exactly?
of the fact that you don't actually care. You've never cared. You go through the motions, the dinners, the vacations, the anniversary cards, but there's nothing behind it.
You're hollow.
Yes.
And yet, 3 years. You stayed 3 years with a hollow man. That's either very patient or very convenient.
Don't do that.
I'm just following your logic to its destination.
I stayed because I loved you, because I believed you'd change.
So you married a man you expected to become someone else. And when he didn't, it became his failure. Interesting foundation.
I'm not the only one who sees it. My friends Chloe, Mar, even my mother, they've all said you're distant. That you make me feel small without even trying. That's not me being dramatic. That's 3 independent people saying the same thing.
How many of those conversations did you lead?
What?
When you described our marriage to Chloe and Mara, did you give them my version or yours?
I gave them the truth.
You gave them your experience, filtered through your interpretation, and they gave you back your own story, validated. That's not 3 independent sources. That's an echo chamber with a brunch reservation.
So everyone who agrees with me is wrong?
Everyone who only ever heard your side is incomplete. There's a difference.
My mother has known you for 3 years.
Your mother has known you for 30. Who do you think she's advocating for?
This is exactly what I mean. You turn everything into an argument you can win.
I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to locate where the actual truth is. So far, it's buried under a lot of consensus from people who love you.
You're unbelievable.
Sure.
I gave up a promotion for this marriage. Did you know that? Associate director at Veritas, they offered it to me 2 years ago. It required relocation. I turned it down for you. 4 of my career trajectory, and you can't even show up to dinner on time.
I didn't ask you to turn it down.
You didn't have to ask. I did it because I was committed. Because I thought you were worth it.
And now you're presenting that choice as a debt I owe you.
It's not debt, it's sacrifice.
A sacrifice you made unilaterally, without a conversation, and are now accounting for retroactively. When did you plan to tell me this was on the ledger?
I shouldn't have to tell you. You should have noticed.
So I'm responsible for a sacrifice I didn't know was being made, wasn't consulted on, and wasn't asked to match. And when I fail to repay a debt I never agreed to, that becomes proof of my character.
You make it sound so clinical.
I'm describing what you said. Exactly what you said.
God, you're infuriating.
That promotion, do you actually regret it?
Some days.
Then you should have taken it.
There's a version of love that keeps a running tab. Every kindness logged, every compromise invoiced. It doesn't feel like love after a while. It feels like a collection agency that knows where you sleep.
I don't want to fight. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of fighting with you. I didn't mean to say what I said at brunch. I was venting. I miss us. I miss when this felt easy. Don't you?
What did you tell them exactly at brunch?
Damien,
Specifically, I'd like to know.
I just said that things have been hard, that I wasn't sure we were right for each other anymore. That sometimes I wondered if I'd made the right choice.
And what did you want them to say?
I wanted support.
And if they'd said, stay, work it out, fight for it, would you have led with that when it got back to me? You came home hoping I'd already heard. So we could have this conversation on your terms, with their voices in the room.
I just wanted to feel like someone was on my side.
And now?
Now I want you to tell me this isn't over. I want you to fight for us. If you actually cared, you'd be angry right now. You'd be hurt. The fact that you're just standing there proves everything I said.
There it is.
What?
The apology lasted about 90 seconds. I've been thinking about this conversation for longer than you know. And I think we should end the marriage.
You don't mean that. You're angry.
I'm not angry.
Then why? Because of one conversation at brunch? That's not fair.
It's not one conversation. and we both know that.
So you're giving up, just like that, after everything.
I'm making a decision that's different from giving up.
Damien, please, we can go to therapy. We can try something different. I'll cancel my commitments. We can take time.
3 years, Serena. You're offering therapy the night I asked for divorce.
Because I didn't know it was this serious.
That's the problem.
You think this is going to be clean? You think I'm just going to walk away quietly? We have joint accounts, a lease, shared friends, people who are going to want to know what happened.
Tell them the truth. You already said the marriage was a mistake. That's a head start.
I'll tell them what you're really like, the cold, calculating. I'll make sure everyone knows.
You already started that at brunch. The architecture was there before tonight.
I will make this very difficult for you.
I know, and I'm still asking you to leave.
How are you so calm? Does this not affect you at all? What is wrong with you? 3 years. I gave you 3 years. Don't you feel anything?
Yes.
Then show it, please. Just say something real.
I think you're a person who needed a different kind of man. Someone who would match your energy. I'm not that. I probably knew it earlier than I admitted.
So this is my fault.
It's not about fault.
Then what is it about?
Honesty, finally.
Damien, wait!
He didn't leave because she said it at brunch. He left because of what it revealed. That she had been rehearsing her exit while still expecting his loyalty. That the story she was telling her friends was the real story. He just hadn't been included in the audience. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. He wasn't talking about relationships, but he could have been. Because sometimes the obstacle, the argument that won't resolve, the apology that curdles into a new accusation, the love that keeps the invoice, sometimes the obstacle is the answer. Sometimes the door you've been refusing to walk through is the only door that leads somewhere worth going. He spent the first week in a hotel room with a case file and room service. Not happy, not relieved, just clear. And after months of noise, clarity felt almost violent in how quiet it was. He didn't make her the villain. He just stopped making himself the defendant. There's a difference. It matters. If this story hits you, leave a comment with the word clarity. And if you're not already subscribed, do it now. More real stoic stories for men drop every week.